Hello, hi, what's going on gamers? What's up? How is everybody? This is Jackie Chan, Stuntmaster. Hello, Shagadelic John and Bold Baby, how you doing? This is not a prequel to Rush Hour, this is Jackie Chan, Stuntmaster, which is, I think, one of the best PS1 games ever made. Hi Matthias. This game's aged like fine wine. This is a PS1 game that could have released on Steam yesterday as an indie brawler starring Jackie Chan, so I guess it wouldn't be indie. Hi Rhino, the name. Look at these pre-rendered cutscenes. Look at these face animations. We got a delivery from the Temple of Shaolin. My cousin had this as a kid and we could never beat it. It was tough. Yeah, it would have been as a kid. Hi, Space Thing. You weren't first this time. Did this game have a Game Boy port? I think I played the Game Boy version. I don't think so. Favorite Jackie Chan film? Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm partial to like Rush Hour and all the ones I had as a kid. Do you remember that movie, The Medallion? Was that what it was called? And there was a movie called The Tuxedo that he was in, where he would put on this tuxedo and it would make him an incredible fighter. And this tuxedo was like, there's this Jackie, so what I'm talking about, I think it was called The Tuxedo. There was this Jackie Chan film. Yeah, Police Story is very good. There was this Jackie Chan film called The Tuxedo, where he would put on a tuxedo and it would make him good at fighting. And it's kind of amazing. It was like the tuxedo itself was like this secret weapon developed by the military and all of like these like private military companies were trying to hunt down Jackie Chan to get the tuxedo off him because it's just this super weapon. But he was just keeping it on. It was played for comedy, played for laughs, but it was a good time. And yeah, Police Story's good. Welcome everyone. It's nice to see people. Hi Diego Reviews, I really like your videos. It's nice to see you here. I remember that movie, Jennifer Love Hewitt kept laughing in the bloopers. Yeah. Yeah, the Medallion's a funny one. I might be getting the Medallion and the Tuxedo mixed up. I feel like they had the same plot, but it's been a long time. I haven't watched these movies since the 2000s. There's a lot of Jackie Chan films I need to catch up on. Really? I remember I streamed Jet Li's Rise to Honor a couple of months ago. And I made videos based on both of these games. Greetings from Costa Rica, greetings from Australia. And when I did the video on Jet Li's Rise to Honor, I got really into his martial arts films. But when I did the video on this game, I didn't get as into Jackie Chan's films. I don't know why. I feel like I like the sincerity of Jet Li's more like self-serious martial arts films, whereas Jackie Chan movies are more usually comedies, which is fine. They're always good, but I don't know. Is what it is. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I've been following your work for the longest. Oh, I appreciate that, Diego. So here we are. That was the setup for Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, which if you're just joining us, I think this is one of the best, one of the PS1 games that's aged the most gracefully, is probably a better way to put it. This is sort of the hub area where you go into each mission. And this is like a really simple beat 'em up with really like cute flat shaded sort of graphics. I like that Jackie Chan mixed martial arts with humor. That's what makes him amazing. I agree. I'm not saying it's bad. I found myself more drawn to the more sincere martial arts films, which I didn't expect. Hang on, let me turn my brightness up here. Oh, it's maxed. Okay. This game is quite dark on my screen because I have the sun coming in, but I'll do my best. So this game, there's no camera control. There's these collectibles, which you can get in every level. And like, just look at it. You've got like the vertex shading, colored lighting, which is lovely. You've got a sick beat playing. You've got frame rate issues because I'm emulating. And it's just a cute little light punch, heavy punch, throw. Can you grab? I can't remember if you can grab boxes. Just picked up some milk to heal. But I think the draw card of this game is its. I probably got to go through that door. Is its circle. Circle's the action button. Is almost its sort of distilled simplicity and cuteness, and it's. If you feel like just playing a solid beat 'em up game, you can't go wrong with this game. It probably doesn't do anything incredibly surprising or amazing, but it does everything very, very well, and the art style's aged very, very well, and it has a sort of charm to it. Let's get some milk that that I think is quite amazing. There we go. I have a feeling I need to push that box somewhere, but... Oh, look at me! Platforming! Like, a lot of beat-em-ups at the time were struggling with, like, camera issues and control issues. And Jackie Chan just doesn't have any of that. It's just all good. It's just like a game out of its time, you know? It has the PS1 aesthetic, but it feels like a modern game made with the PS1 aesthetic. Made with all those like Unity and Unreal plugins that add dithering and scan lines and all that sort of thing, you know? And it's just cute. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, one of the best PS1 games. A simple, charming beat 'em up with a fun story and a fun art style, and nothing's bad about it, you know? There we go. They're like the collectibles in every level. Gives it a bit of replay value. There's like light dialogue lines, a bit of banter. But yeah, I think, like, every level just feels like this interesting little, like, vignette with pretty graphics. It just looks good. It just feels good. I can't praise it enough. I'm on repeat here. Prop helps as well as the PS1 doesn't have many good beat-em-ups too. Most 3D beat-em-ups are rough as hell, so it's nice to see how well this turned out. Yeah, exactly. Drinking milk and doing lots of strenuous activities would be a recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster, I agree. There we go. Am I doing something wrong? Is there a double jump I'm missing here? It's not perfect. Whatever. Some sort of rice bowl, some Don. But like, look at the lighting and the glowy effects. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It definitely helps that the PS1's really not known for having good 3D beat-em-ups. This really, yeah, it just... Without repeating myself, it doesn't feel like a game from, I think, 2001. See, like, there's these fun little... these fun little God of War style, like, scripted events. How far back will this send me? Jackie Chan lived in Australia for 1 year at the age of 6. He's Aussie. We'll claim him. He's gonna take you back to the pet. Hello, how's it going? Good, thank you, Cook and Media Studios. Let me just not die. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, I suppose I gotta be jumping. Rice and milk, all you need. Mortal Kombat Special Forces is a masterpiece too. Wow, Uncharted 2 looks great. Yeah, so I think the 3D beat-em-up Mortal Kombat games are very indicative of what 3D beat-em-up games were like. I swear this game has a double jump and it's just not working for me, but... There we go. No loading screen as well, entering that room, just straight into it. And the levels, like, the game... Ooh, a weapon. Here we go. Hit him with a paint roller. The something this does is the levels transition between cutscene and gameplay pretty seamlessly, which is something that like people were praising the PS3 for doing, you know, or Uncharted games on the PS3 kind of thing. And the combat's not amazing, but it doesn't really need to be. The Warriors ripped this level off. Gotta ask, favorite Jackie Chan film? I like, the ones that I mentioned were like Rush Hour, like the Western sort of like family comedy Jackie Chan. I probably think the Police Story films are his best. But that's not my favorite, is it? You know? It's probably just Rush Hour, or Rush Hour 2, or Rush Hour 3. I can't differentiate them very well. But yeah, I'm very partial to that. The Spy Next Door, that's a good shout. Yeah, those films I'm very into, which like I know aren't his best work. He did that movie with Pierce Brosnan a few years ago that was like this serious political thriller thing. That was okay. Oh, here we go. Can I get the collectible? Do I have to jump on this bin? The jump. Yeah, look at me. Gaming. The Foreigner. Yeah, that was quite good. That was a that was directed by the guy that made GoldenEye and Casino Royale from memory. Which are probably the two best Bond films, which I think is interesting that they're both from the same director but very different films and obviously different Bonds. If you stand on the stove, he starts saying ow. Can we grab the fish? We can. Look at this. How can't you love this game? Can I go in the bathroom? Oh. No. Can I grab this? Aw. Can I grab the chair? There we go. Oh no, you just flick it up to... That's right. It's just unassuming. It's just unassuming fun. Because if you're just joining us, this is Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, which I think is one of the best PS1 games ever made. Certainly aged better than most. This game has boss battles that I hope to get to show you because they're very good. They're very campy. In a genuinely, like, inventive and fun way. If you didn't hear that, Jackie Chan just said, "I'm very angry," which is expressive. Let's get a noodle box out of a crate. Oh, I did it. A real, like, Castlevania wall chicken sort of energy. Oh, can I make that jump? Like, look at the aesthetics here, you know? Yes. Too good. It's like they knew... See it just straight into a cutscene? No loading screen. No worries. Damn. Cool music. I feel like these streams have just become me playing my favorite games and saying they're good over and over again. I'm playing Lego 2K Drive. I've been meaning to play that. I thought about doing a review on it, but it didn't end up eventuating. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay, I missed one. RIP. Guy in the truck just watching you destroy his homies. It is funny how he just stopped there. What do you think about the Shanghai Noon Nights films? I love them. I think Owen Wilson is a gem. I don't get bored of Owen Wilson's shtick. He can say wow as much as he likes. Like, wow. I can't do it. How do you do an Owen Wilson impression? Wow. Anyway. I think that Shanghai Noon's very good. That whole era of Jackie Chan I really like. The early 2000s. That film with, Steve Coogan. It was like a remake. That was really good. What was that called? Around the World in 80 Days. I quite enjoyed. I really like campy 2000s Jackie Chan. And Steve Coogan's really good in that film too. Simple but effective, this game. I think this game's worth a lot of money now too, which is a shame. That might be my fault for making a video on it. So, if you want to play this, maybe just pirate it. These streams have good energy, bro. I'm glad. You excited for the new Mortal Kombat game? Personally, this is just me. I'd rather see a new Soul Calibur. Gotta plug your throat and say wow. Plug? Plug my throat? Wow. I am excited for the new Mortal Kombat game, but I think aesthetically it looks very similar to the recent trilogy in a way that I was hoping they'd get a bit more wild about it. You know what I mean? It's interesting that they're sort of reframing in the story what all the Mortal Kombat characters do and how they relate to each other, but I think the Mortal Kombat is the new trilogy. Oh shit. The new trilogy is very good, but it's in need of a shake-up, I think. I think they could have gotten more wild with Mortal Kombat than they did with this remake. And I agree. Oh, look at that. You can smash the barriers by throwing people into them. Destructible environments. It's got it all. Just fall off already. There we go. Good stuff. He's not dead. I wonder if he'll climb back up. Guess not. Okay, the AI isn't that good. He's just down there jumping. Lovely. Can I just skip him? I can. Okay. I would like to see a new Soul Calibur. I agree. I think Soul Calibur... Oh, I just missed out on a collectible. Oh well. Soul Calibur's good. Video games. I think that Soul Blade and Soul Calibur and those original sort of Soul Calibur games had really well-structured and interesting stories, and I kind of like the weapon stuff that they did. Yeah, nah, yeah. What are your thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme? Oh, I can get the collectible again. And I screw it up again. I like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Funny. I'm an idiot. I'm real stupid. I'm real stupid. Jean-Claude... Oh, I ran out of lives. Oh no. Alright. That's right, you have like 3 lives, and I think you can get more or collect more and take them into each level. And I think if you play through the whole game without losing a life, there's like a score counter for that. But oh well, we'll just start the level again. Mortal Kombat 1 really does need to shake the visuals up more. Yeah, like it would have been cool if they just went like super sci-fi or something, you know, just throw it out a bit. Like, Mortal Kombat is campy and has like parallel universe stuff going on. There is scope in the Mortal Kombat IP to shake it up more than they did. Can I just ignore these guys? We'll just get on with this. Nice. He just said, "What's the matter, delivery boy? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?" If you think about it, this game's just a 3D remake of Hong Kong 97. Okay, didn't get hit by the car. Look at me. Isn't this just delightful? If you're just joining us, this is Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, a game that's really expensive on eBay, which is a shame because it's one of the best PS1 games. And that's not an opinion, that's a fact. But in all seriousness, it's aged incredibly well. The Mortal Kombat reboots suck because there's no Su Hao. 8, are you there? Hi. Hi, Bolt. Good to see you. I'm recording the line that I meant to record after this. Right, going in that door. I think if I punch these... There's a way I can make these cars drop on people. Or not. Maybe that's the Jet Li game. Glad you could pop in on time. I'm actually really late on this stream. I think it's like 1 AM in the UK or something, right? So everyone watching from the UK, I appreciate you. Thank you. Did I jump up here for milk? Is that not a door I can go through? Do I have to kill everyone or something? I would love a renaissance of licensed games, but I wonder if the likes of Fortnite, Warzone collabs fill that void as far as license holders are concerned. I think there is kind of a renaissance going on with licensed games. We're seeing a Wolverine game coming out. We're seeing a Black Panther game coming out that is supposedly going to use the Nemesis system from what we know. We're seeing a new 007 game come out from the Hitman developers. It feels like the difference between then and now when it comes to licensed games is the licensed games coming out now are more like... Okay, guess I just go this way. Look at this. Straight into a cutscene, no loading screen, straight back into gameplay. How'd they do it? It's such a good game. The market's changed, you know, the industry's changed in a way that projects that get greenlight that are big budget are a lot higher budget. That didn't make sense. Projects... Oh, look at me go. Jumped over the car and everything. Like, there's a lot of stuff that comes out now that's like a $100 million game. You don't really see that like middle market anymore in general, and sort of as a result, or as a consequence of that, is you don't see the middle market licensed games either. So while IP holders are trying to capitalize on their IPs for more new licensed games, they're all huge, massive budget games in the way that licensed games of the past weren't. Licensed games are AAA games now, that's right. Indiana Jones, TMNT The Last Ronin, that's right. I'm surprised we've gotten as many Alien games as we have recently. Yeah, we've got a lot of Warhammer games. Look at that, got up behind him and started choking him. Mechanics. Can you grab him and... Look at that, look at... Oh, forgot about those moves. Great game. Supposedly the... Look at this. This is basically Uncharted. Oh, here we go, here we go. Shit. Kohaku, hi Minimi, how you been? Good. It's nice to see you here. The Warhammer license holders are apparently very, very liberal with... I'm just going to not go for that collectible. I think I'm going to screw that up every time. Apparently the Warhammer license holders are like very, very happy to just... Anyone who asks can make a project, basically. They don't care about their IP as much as more protective companies are. Hi, Bofadese. Bofadese what? Just noticed the Twin Towers in the load screen. Yeah, this would have come out just before 9/11, I think. I think it did come out into... I keep, like, thinking there's a double jump. Is it going to throw me to the menu? Have I died too many times? There's always a steady amount of Warhammer games coming out. I remember there was a bunch of pretty mech games coming out in the early to mid-2010s, but it's getting good again. Yeah. Honestly, I wish Star Wars was handled that way now. Yeah. The Star Wars games of the early 2000s are very, very good. There we go. How is this not the best game ever? Look, I'm just throwing him off the edge. What happens if I grab him and do a heavy attack? Look at that. Lovely. Can I do that to him off the edge? Oh, shit. Never mind. I think he just said, "You can't save your grandpa now, delivery boy," which is peak video game writing. I'm just spamming the grab button here. This game does get really hard, as Radiant Viper in the comments mentions. Towards the end, the enemies start getting real tough. I finished this without any lives because I kept dying on that truck. I'm oddly excited for the Ubisoft Avatar and Star Wars games. I'm really excited for the Ubisoft Avatar game. I think Avatar's a really cool IP. Maybe I'm the only person on the planet that thinks that. Did someone say more loading screens? Factor 5 made great Star Wars games. Shame they went bankrupt. Yeah. Oh yeah, boss battle. This one's like the chef boss battle. Okay, I can't stand on the table while he does his big ground stomp. I'm gonna lose. I think the bosses are pretty hard in this from memory. Oh, what? He didn't even do an attack then. How did I get hit? No. Yeah, I ain't winning this. He's gonna do the ground stomp thing. I want to grab that pot behind him. Ugh. Okay. Do the ground stomp thing. Here we go. No, I tried to grab... I'm dumb. I'm just gonna spam buttons until I die. RIP. Thank you for the stream, Prince. I'm here for you. Avatar is awesome, honestly. It just has so much potential for other media with how much James Cameron cares for the world building. Yeah, exactly. And... oh, he's charging. No. Is there a block button I'm not using? There is. That explains a lot. So I don't think I can hit him while he's on the ground. I kind of just have to wait for him to get up. So if I block... oh! Oh! I think I counted? What was that? Damn it. Okay, so if you time the block button, you can counter. But I'm really bad at it. So I'll do my best. So I'm going to stay away from him when he's getting up, because he can do a get up animation attack. Like, what did I do wrong there? Alright, hang on. Oh, he grabs the pot. That's so funny. Can I grab it? Yes. Did I? So if you don't grab the pot, he eventually picks it up, which I enjoy. Can I get this done? Yes, look at me. Look at me. Gaming. This is why I game for a living. I'd watch you play pretty much any game you've covered, okay. I want to go back to, I covered a game called... it was called Shadow of Destiny. which if you don't know was like this it was a Konami game, came out in like 2003 or something on the PS2. And you kind of like, it was an adventure game set in this like fictional German town where you jumped through time to sort things out. It was really odd, and I want to play it again because I remember when I played it, I was in a bit of a rush, and I feel like I didn't fully breathe in that game in a way that I should have. Oh, okay, guess I'm not doing that. We got some sort of dock worker looking dude here with big gumboots. The director of Shadow of Destiny made a spiritual sequel on DS called Time Hollow. You might like it. Yeah, I remember when I did the video, everyone was telling me to play Time Hollow. I should play it. If you're just joining us, this is Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. Some call it the best PS1 game ever made, not me. But it's good. It's very good. Can I throw that guy onto the conveyor belt? Hang on. It's aged insanely well for a PS1 game, especially for a 3D beat 'em up. That's kind of... Ooh. Oh, that's right. This game has really hard platforming bits. Can I... I'm pretty sure you can roll that thing there. Maybe not. Grab my Don Bowl. Fun fact, the company that made this would later make Simpsons Hit and Run. That's right, and they would go on to make Scarface, The World Is Yours. Hi, I recently beat Jackie Chan Stuntmaster via Steam Deck emulation. It's alright, but I can see why people like you enjoyed it. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, not everyone's going to enjoy something like this. But not everyone's going to enjoy every video game. That's the beauty of media. Different things are made with different people in mind and different tastes. I think video game audiences would do well to keep that in mind more often. Ooh, a collectible was in there. I should be smashing more boxes. That was weirdly backhanded. No, I see what you mean, but no, I think it was just being friendly. Sometimes wording comes across funny on the internet. Oh, there's a roll button. Yeah, I'm not using this at all. I only realized there's a roll button because the game expects me to roll under this. Graphically impressive Game Boy. Micro me. I don't know what you mean by that, but I agree. I'm with you. I hear what you're saying. Sorry if it sounded backhanded. I didn't, yeah. No, I got you. I didn't interpret it like that. Will I slide off that ledge if I... Oh no, I can't even jump that high. Anyway. As the game goes along, these platforming bits get more and more. And I won't pretend that they're great. It does feel a little bit like, Jackie jumps a second after you want him to jump, you know? But that's okay. Considering everything else this game's doing well. The platforming really isn't that bad. Nice. I agree the platforming sections get harder as the game progresses. Yeah. How often do you find yourself playing modern games, Mini? I find it's kind of tough to keep up with new releases since I like to cover old janky gems. Yeah, yeah. We're one in the same, Diego. I agree. I think that was my last life too. Maybe we're good. I play modern games fairly often. I do try and keep up with sort of big releases and high-profile releases. I've started doing a video... Well, I've done one of these videos, but at the end of... Or at the start of this year, I did a Best Games of 2022 video, which felt like an excuse for me to play more. Oh, let's go. Can we throw this guy off the edge? So because like, yes, beautiful. Because I made that video, it felt like I had a reason to play newer games. And I want to make another one at the end of this year, so I've got like, you know, an excuse to play more newer games, because I do like keeping up. I do like keeping up with the big new releases. And... But it's hard. Like, I'm spending a lot of my time at the moment playing Africa on PS3. Which is a really long game. And it feels sometimes like, man, I wish I could just, you know, play Final Fantasy 16 or whatever. Whatever the kids are playing. This seems really hard. Yes! Platforming. No! Didn't even see that one. Alright, we're gonna focus for a second here. God damn. Can you change Jackie Chan's outfit? I think he'd look good in a singlet, hey. I agree. He would look good. Best regards from Serbia. Around 5 years I follow your work. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Africa is a strange game. I'm really enjoying... I'm gonna die here, I just know it. I'm really enjoying writing a video about Africa because it's so different, and I think that ideas that it has are... I need to just wait here, don't I? Yes! Video games! Some of the ideas that Africa has are really, really great. And they make you think about, like, what video games can be. Not to get all airy-fairy about, like, the artistic medium of video games, but... When I think about Africa, I think about how Microsoft Flight Simulator got really popular recently. And in the same way that Microsoft Flight Simulator both sort of opens people up to the world of flying planes and what that whole experience is like, and also teaches people about geography and gives them a sense of scale on how big and beautiful the world is, and, you know... I think that, if I just... Okay. Look at this, look at the graphics. Look at the little water effects. I think that the way Flight Sim is such a unique and interesting experience that can teach you about the world and teach you about flying planes, and mirrors how Africa would teach you about photography and teach you about African wildlife. Like, remember, Africa was a game that Sony collaborated with the National Geographic to make. And I think that's fascinating. Game over! I recently played through Minority Report. That game's hilarious. Yeah, it is. Good ragdoll physics and good glass smashing effects. I'm so used to your thumbnails that I keep expecting to see one of those talking instead of a human. One of those talking. Yeah. Fair. I've bought several Wii games because of your videos. Thanks for introducing me to some of my favorites. I love Speed Racer so much. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, Speed Racer Wii is fantastic. Have you played any of the Silent Hill games? Yes, I think Silent Hill 2 is very, very good. I think Silent Hill 2 is one of the best games ever made. Maybe the best horror game ever made, which is kind of a big, dumb statement to make. But, you know, video games are big and dumb. Ooh, can I? Oh! I can just jump over this whole section. That's game design. Last time I didn't make that jump and I had to just trudge through and kill that guy. Can I just keep going? Is that, oh, look at this. See, the levels are really cute like that, you know? You can saw them when you get good. It's a good game for speedrunning. Never expect you to be this handsome. Well, thank you. As a kid, we had an edutainment game called Africa Trail. So I can thank video games for any latent Africa knowledge I have. Kinda same after playing Africa on PS3. Look at me just spamming throw. Like, back in the day, there used to be this thing called... I'm going to talk about this in my Africa video. I'm going to make all these talking points, but here's a sneak preview, I suppose. We won't get the collectible. Back in the day, there was something called Microsoft Encarta, which was just a digital encyclopedia. And Encyclopedia Britannica made a digital encyclopedia as well. And this was sort of early internet, you know, pre/early Wikipedia. So these things did have value at the time in a sort of, you know, the internet was very primitive compared to how it is now. And in Microsoft Encarta, there were these 3D, starting from the game in 2002, that was janky. There were 3D virtual tours in Microsoft Encarta where they were dodgy looking, but they were first-person tours where you could walk around like, you know, Athens or the Roman Forum, you know. It was about using video game technology to take you into another place, another part of the world, to have you experience... God damn it. I wish these were like 2D. The platforming's probably the worst thing about this game. And yeah, when I discovered those 3D virtual tours in Microsoft Encarta, I remember thinking, like, this is something video games should be doing. They should be like teaching you about the world. They should be showing you the world. And video games haven't really trended in that direction. And Africa kind of feels like an insight into a world where video games did. That's the point I'm making. One of your patrons, Mr. Sunday Movies, are you aware of who he is? I am. He's a very funny man. Very talented group of people. Sunday Movies and Mason. I think their podcast is amazing. I've sort of briefly interacted with them a handful of times. They recommended that I play the Great Escape video game, which I did a video on. So, you know. Yeah, yeah. Good guys. I don't know what's going on here, but it's not letting me. Can I just go out over here somehow? Maybe I need to smash that smashable box so I can climb up. Can I do this maybe? Whenever I like jump here, it just glitches out and throws me back down. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Just watched that Great Escape video last night. Thank you. Jackass games would be cool to cover. I agree. Oh, no. Why did I tap X again? Yeah, the Jackass games, especially the DS game, which might sound funny. This guy named Kraken recommended I play the DS game a long time ago. There we go. That's really buggy. But it might just be emulation. The DS Jackass game's like a 3D open world or something from what I know. Which sounds ridiculous. Whereas the PS2 one's more of just a minigame collection. There we go. Platforming. Give me my milk. So yeah, if you do play this game, be prepared to put up with some platforming sections. It's just fun. But I still think that this game's fantastic. Because if you're just joining us, this is Jackie Chan's Stuntmaster on PS1, which is PS1 beat-em-up that's aged really, really well. Because PS1 beat-em-ups would often have a lot of problems that this game just doesn't have. Like transitioning seamlessly between cutscenes and gameplay. And a camera that never gets in the way. No. Kill me. Kill me now. PS1 Sleeping Dogs, yeah, good comparison. On the subject of licensed video games, I've been playing Men in Black the series Crashdown. It's not a bad FPS game, based on the animated Men in Black series. Oh, shit. The game's really, like, sensitive to directional movement. Whoop. Like, it feels a bit full speed or no speed, even though it isn't. Oh. You gotta have the patience for it. Maybe, if you do play this game, play with save states. Don't buy it, because it's probably like $200. Play with save states. Please, I don't want trouble. He attacked me. Whacking him with a stick. Oh, the humanity. They all have bad French accents. Why not? Isn't this just a delight? Where does the game want me to go? Probably jump on top of these boxes. I like the fixed camera Resident Evil like Men in Black movie game on PS1. Yeah, that's the one I remember. I'm wondering at one point I'll stop recognizing levels and you've gotten farther than I ever did. Maybe that chef boss was too much. Okay, game wants me to go here. Not this again. Why are they swinging? It's perpetual motion. They should turn those swinging crates into... I'm laughably bad at this. Into energy sources. Oh. Kill me now. If you're just joining us, Jackie Chan Stuntmaster on PS1 is a video game with platforming that's hard, and I'm gonna die again, and I should be using save states. This must be so hard to watch. So believe me when I say, it kind of feels like the jump patterns when you, like, release the jump button. It's harder than it looks, okay? Here we go again. Shit. We'll keep going. We'll give it another try. Mini-Me, you ever played the old Hitman games? I have. I've played, no offense, but it sounds like you're describing a bad game. Look. I think... No, this is genuinely a good game. I'm just distracted and bad at platforming. You have to be better at platforming than I am, and not streaming. And the charm of it, the graphics, it's still fun. Don't you worry. Look at, see, like, just skipping parts of the level through the platforming is when this game's at its best. Let's do it again. And then this guy chucks this at you and you jump over it, sort of, and... I think you said this is a very, very not good, which I agree. We can get to the end pretty quick. Any percent run? Yeah, that's what this is. I should be using the block and the roll and all that way more. Can I do a counter? No, guess not. I'm gonna die again. Hitman games are one of the best franchises ever. They only have one miss, which is Absolution. Impressive. Hitman games, yeah, I agree. Now I'm really not paying attention. Hitman games... Hitman 1 was okay. It was sort of a good idea. The jump from Hitman 1, and I'm talking Codename 47, to Hitman 2, was incredible. I think that Hitman 2... Hitman 2, Contracts, and Blood Money are very, very good games. See how there's no loading screen? It's just... amazing. And Hitman... The Hitman reboot series is very good too. Alright, I gotta really focus. Stop talking to chat. Nice. Contracts is a bit weird. I'd say Hitman 2 and Blood Money are the best of the old ones. Absolution's pretty bad, but it's edgy in an enjoyable way. Hitman 1 levels are iconic too. Yeah, the hotel is good. But some of Hitman 1 levels, like was it Vietnam? Some of the Hitman 1 levels are questionable, I would say. Let's get this guy. Why me? Ah. Bad French accents are always funny. The Hitman team are making a 007 game next. I'm very excited for that. So am I. Going with a Mamma Mia? Alright. I'm French and I approve of bad French accents. Cool. Alright, here's where I start dying a lot because I'm bad. Look, then a guy appears here and then we throw him off the edge. Really is a speedrunner's paradise. Lovely. Hitman 2007 is fun schlock. I'll always defend it. I agree. I think Hitman 2007 is very enjoyable. And I think that, like, Tim Oliphant was fairly obviously miscast. How's this gonna go? Poorly. But I just like Tim Oliphant. I like him in everything. I think he's an incredible presence. I think that movie might have been like Olga Kurylenko's big break as well, from memory. Was that before Quantum of Solace? Nice. Can I get up there still? Tim Oliphant needs better roles, I agree. I met Mini-Me in a pub in Alice Springs. I told him how cool it was to meet him, but didn't want to bother him for a photo. He said, oh, like you're doing now. Huh? 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 Good reference. So I can't seem to jump from here to there. It doesn't grab the ledge. Maybe I can do this. Yes, okay. So I've got to do this, roll, stand here without getting hit behind me. And when that one's going that way, roll, jump. We're getting used to this. Drink my milk, grab my collectible. The Crazies is a great elephant flick. Yeah. That movie... Oh. What's that movie directed by David Twohy? And has Steve Zahn in it? Steve Zahn and Mia Jovovich and... You're going to have to look this up. Someone look up David Twohy, Steve Zahn, Mia Jovovich, Timothy Oliphant. Tell me, A Perfect Getaway. That movie... Tim Oliphant's performance in that movie is hysterical. He is so funny in it. He's playing like an unhinged sort of like, we're going on this holiday, but this guy's crazy, you know? And he's so funny in it. It's worth watching. He plays one of those like, how could you know what I'm gonna do? I don't even know what I'm gonna do kind of performances. Alright. This is where I start dying, so I'm going to take a breather. Definitely enjoyed Hitman 2007, but not for its quality or loyalty to the source material, yeah. I would love a Deus Ex 1 remake. What a timeless game. Yeah, but I don't know if they can recapture the campiness of Deus Ex 1 again. But yeah, very good game. Maybe I should play this with the D-pad. Will this be easier with the D? I'm going to do this with a D-pad from now on. That way I can't not go up or left. We're going 8 directions. No, no. Give me that thing. D-pad gameplay. Now it's a real fighting game. I should be blocking and rolling. That's probably my real issue. But the combat isn't the issue for me. The issue for me is the platforming. Have you seen any David Lynch films or Twin Peaks? I have. Mulholland Drive is a pretty interesting film. I was blown away when I realized he's in Scream 3 as a bigger role. I've seen it so many times without realizing. Didn't know that. Deus Ex 1 would be dark and serious now. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna spam roll. If I die here again, I swear to God. Melee weapons, this game is sick as. I agree, well said. Should I do a save state? I'm gonna do a save state. This is so sad. How do we do this? Save state, slot 1. Alright. Back to it. I feel Deus Ex Remake would inevitably lose elements of the original that would make it disappointing, but I could be wrong. Part of the joy of Deus Ex 1 is the campiness and the voice acting. I should jump when it's swinging the other way, I know. I'm not paying attention. Being terrible at video games with Mini-Me. The stream. I don't stream much, alright? I'm fairly new to this. I don't know how people, like, stream Fortnite and play well. That's foreign to me. Look at me go. Here we go, here we go. Why did I just run for it? I thought I'd have a good run. He was a good man. What a rotten way to die. What a shame. It's a bomb. A bomb. Heyo, do you think you'll ever make more graphically impressive games vids? Heyo, welcome. Nice to see you. I don't know. I feel like it's a job for Digital Foundry and not me, you know? I did a... Ooh, okay, wait here. Should I just save state here? Is this what we should do? We're pathetically saving the state. Alright, it's swinging the other way. I jump, I roll again. I still get hit. Graphically Impressive was a series that I consciously decided to stop doing. Because I felt like a bit of a phony making those videos. Felt like I didn't know enough. Didn't know enough about computer graphics. Oh shit, I still fell off. Maybe I can just roll, just spam roll, grab the next ledge. I'll load my save state if I can't do this. Alright. Here we go. It's going the other way. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, this is tragic. Do you often stream just subbed hoping to catch more of these? I do. I stream almost every week. It was every Thursday morning, but I've taken on a shift working on Thursday mornings. So at the moment, it's a Friday morning. Why is load state grayed out? Can I hit F3? This is the saddest stream. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. I don't even remember having this much trouble with the platforming at all. Digital found you go into way more depth. I think you have a different niche. Whatever though, you do you. I appreciate that. I think what I enjoyed in the graphically impressive videos was showing off the games more than the graphics. I think, you know what I mean? Like I like to show off weird and unusual games. And oh, I think I might know what's going on. Can I? Nope, that's touchpad deactivated. Analog on. This might fix everything. Whoop. Surprised you're not doing YouTube full time, actually. I have done YouTube full time at times. I think when it comes to relying on YouTube for money, unless I had like a really big Patreon or something, there's a pretty like predictable problem that arises where the content that I have to make has to like be a smash hit every time. Otherwise it's not worth doing. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not really interested in making like making videos that I know will get views all the time. So supplementing it with other work helps with money. And also like mentally. Like YouTube as a job is very creative. It exercises a different part of your brain to a more mundane sort of traditional job. And doing both sort of splits that up a bit, you know? It's sort of... Oh, does he get hit by that crate when he gets up? Oh no, okay, he wasn't where I thought he was. Graphics were glitching. It's sort of like normal job. I can exercise the more... the more sort of just like get the work done and think about something else while I'm doing it sort of stuff, whereas YouTube's a lot of brain power. You know what I mean? The fact that I've turned on the analog sticks has made this game so much more like, it feels so much better already. I love your videos because the games you cover are so interesting, like the Skittles game or the movie tie-ins, thank you. So the fact that they were graphically impressive was what made them weird and unusual. Maybe there's more categories like that you can make videos out of interesting. Yeah. No, I'm not ruling out doing graphically impressive videos again. I'd especially love to do a graphically impressive video on Game Boy, not Game Boy, on Java mobile phones. Oh, there was food in there the whole time. Whoa, smooth, smooth. Do you have a YouTuber voice? Sort of. Yeah, I mean, I read a script. Yeah, I do have a YouTuber voice. Like now, the way I'm talking now isn't the same as the way I talk when doing a YouTube video. You can tell some of my videos are a lot more subdued than other ones. Sometimes I like to like stand up when I'm reading, when I'm doing voice work, and sometimes I like to sit down, and the difference is like super measurable. Like, when I'm sitting down, it's like, hey guys, hanging out, we're talking about cars today. And when I'm standing up, it's like, hey, you heard of the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson PS2 game? We're talking about it. At the moment, I'm enjoying sitting down, being a little more low-key about it. Have you played the PS1 Hellboy game? I haven't. Do a graphically impressive collab with some nerd who does computer graphics for a living. Some nerd. Fucking nerd. Yeah, that's maybe the way to do it. I don't know. It's been a long time since those videos. I think the last one I made was at the start of 2019. And we've all lived a lot of life since the start of 2019. Feels like it was a different me making those videos. GG, how's it going, mate? It's good. How are you? Here we go again. The save states didn't work. If you're just joining me, doing that took so much effort. Don't fall down. Oh. There. Wonderful. I'm so glad to be past this section. Spawn PS1 is a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't know what that is. There was a a DS/GBA game called Spawn or something. Oh, what am I thinking of? It'll come to me. What's your favorite licensed game you've covered so far? Probably, The Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. I think that's one of the best games of 2004. I also really like 007 Bloodstone. I think that's a licensed game that I like that I've covered. That's a good question. The King Kong game, I think, is actually quite something as well. What was... Yeah, King Kong 2006 Xbox 360 I think is a really good... Cars GBA when? I made a video on Cars GBA a long time ago, but I could stream it. It's not great. It's an isometric racing game. And I've never played an isometric racing game that's more than decent. Most of them are bad. They don't feel good. I don't like them. I don't like that as a genre. I'm open-minded to eventually playing a good one. But until that day, I think isometric racing games are the worst genre. Yeah, Art of Rally actually is pretty good. Shit. That undoes my entire argument. Look at that, just flew through the level, spamming the grab. Okay, Art of Rally is probably the best one, but I still wouldn't say it's like amazing. I haven't found a isometric racing game that's ascended beyond quite good, which is the Art of Rally. So who had the best game, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, or Chow Yun-fat? I love all three, but I think Stranglehold might pip it for me. Good question. This is the hub area where you select levels. And right now we're walking onto some sort of Navy military ship. I think that my favorite of the Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and Chow Yun-fat games, those being Stuntmaster, Rise to Honor, and Stranglehold, is probably Rise to Honor. I think Rise to Honor's lovely. And then Stranglehold, oh, and then this, and then probably Stranglehold. Hey, where are you going? I'm so scared of those swinging puzzles now. I felt my heart jump. Can I go on this? Okay, that's the thing. That is a quality trilogy. And they're all connected by, I think, being set in Hong Kong. This game's in Hong Kong. Yeah, they're all in Hong Kong. And there's not a lot of games set in Hong Kong. There's Sleeping Dogs as another one. There's the Hong Kong Massacre. There's Hong Kong 97, I guess. He just said my bruises have bruises in a French accent. If that isn't funny, the combat in this game's good. The platforming, I'm just bad at it, but as soon as I turned on the analog stick thing, I passed the level, so maybe it's my fault for just not doing that. Hey bro, been watching you for several years. Remember when you did a collab with the Golden Bolt? I do. I'm very, he might be watching. I'm very good friends with the Golden Bolt. Basically all of my scripts, they go through him. I'll finish a script for a video and I'll send it to him and he'll tell me it's shit and I'll fix it. And you know, and I do it for him as well, so it's kind of like a trade that we do. And I'll always be thankful for that. He's a wonderful human being. Go subscribe to the Golden Bolt. Can I jump and then hit grab and and skip? Is that a thing? Yes! Oh! Video games! This had some great level skipping stuff. Oh, the humanity! Oh, wee wee! Wee wee baguette. Die Hard trilogy, should cover that. I should cover that. Great call. Fear Effect rings a bell. Die Hard has games. One of the more interesting Die Hard games is called Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza, which is an FPS. Can I jump up to there? Nope. Which is an FPS based on the first Die Hard game. And it's not a great game. It's a LibTech engine game. But it's just interesting that they made it. That French guy is probably Dwayne Johnson in disguise. Oui, oui! I am the Rock! Can you smell what I'm cooking? Welcome to Mini-Me streams where we do racist accents. That's really cool, bro. How do you feel about the OG Ratchet & Clank trilogy? I don't need you to cover it or anything, just curious. No strong feelings. I think the first one... I can either go that way or this way. Let's go this way. I think the first one was a bit of an institution at the time, you know? Like, the first one's one of those games that... Okay, maybe I can't go up here. Oh, I can. The first Ratchet & Clank was a game that sort of, like, changed everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was one of those games that set a new bar. It felt very... Is that it? Is that all that's up there? Felt very original and impressive. But I've never been like a huge transition between gameplay and cutscenes like it's nothing. In-engine cutscenes, incredible. I've never been a huge fan of like 3D platformers or character platformers or sort of that aesthetic. So like, I recognize Ratchet & Clank's cool, but just not my thing. I first knew you as the Cars video game review guy. I think a lot of people did. Oh, I know I have to do all that platforming again, don't I? Can that guy just jump down? Alright. Okay, no, let's get rid of this guy. And then go back. And then be bad at platforming again. I guess you're not a collectathon guy either. Not really. I didn't like remember when everyone was getting all hyped when they were coming back and we had like a ukulele and a Hat in Time and all that sort of stuff. That didn't even know that was there. That didn't do anything for me. It's not really my thing. Which is okay. I don't have to like everything. I think... Come on. Oh. Okay, time this one. Fuck. I think YouTube has helped me like learn my tastes more and more, you know? Jackie Chan just straight up murdering these guys. If you're just joining us, this is Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, which is a PS1 game that's aged extremely well. I really thought I had that. But it's Platforming is a little hard, I'll say. So I'm really scared of like it just knocking me off from behind, which is why I keep running and jumping. It's dumb. What's your favorite video game from your childhood? And yeah, collectathons are mid. It's not what I said, but I agree, they are. Okay. So when this one's going away. Ah. Ah. Oh, my hands are sweating. Fish are falling from the sky. What the fuck is happening? Do I grab one? What? That's gonna damage me, right? Am I meant to be here? Do I just jump over this wall and hope I don't die? Maybe. No. This game is real stressful. How do I kick the thing? Maybe only they can. Nice, nice. I'm focusing real hard. No reading the chat at the moment. Just dead silence. Just don't want to die. I just want to beat the level. Someone asked me a question. I think I didn't answer it. Oh, my favorite game from my childhood. I don't know. I played a lot of Time Crisis 2. Yeah, I stopped watching and walked off the edge. That's what I did. This is the most embarrassing stream so far. I played a lot of Time Crisis 2. Played a lot of Pokemon Ruby. Played a lot of Driver. A lot of Counter-Strike. A lot of Age of Empires 1. These are sort of the games I grew up with. A lot of Bond games, so a lot of Nightfire. A lot of Nightfire and GoldenEye and Agent Underfire, which I always thought was a bit underrated. I'm doing these like they're nothing now that I have analog stick movement. Who'd have thought? Can I use him? Yes, use him to smash those so I can jump over it without it being... Wonderful. Do you have any more videos on games that were like weird experimental games that were maybe ahead of their time? Like that PS2 time travel game that you covered? PS2 games ahead of their time. I probably do. I'm trying to think. My mind's blanking at the moment. But that PS2 game was kind of ahead of its time. I mean, I've mentioned it already, but Jet Li's Rise to Honor is basically Uncharted on the PS2, which I think is cool. Sort of does a lot of the things this game's doing, which you'd expect. PS2. I can only think of like 2 PS2 games I've covered. Why am I blanking on this? Any thoughts on Wanted Dead? I bought it. Bought it about 2 weeks ago, but I haven't played it yet. It's a funny thing, actually. I probably shouldn't say this, but the developers of Wanted Dead keep trying to get in touch with me to pay me to cover it. Which I don't want to because, you know, conflict of interest. I try not to take video game sponsorships. But I just think that's interesting, like... The game came out 6 months ago, and the developers are still trying to market it. I think they're trying to build it up as a as like the cult hit. They're trying to get people to embrace it as a cult hit, you know? Like probably the new financial year hit, right? And they looked at their numbers and they're like, we should have sold more copies of Wanted Dead. So they're trying to advertise it more. I got an A+ for that. I meant rather in the future, not necessarily PS2 games. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing a video on Africa soon, which I think is ahead of its time in some ways. My phone's ringing, and I think I gotta answer it. So I think we're gonna wrap up the stream. Yeah, it looks interesting, but I don't like the attempt to force a cult classic. It does feel a bit like that, doesn't it? Like, I haven't played it, maybe I'll love it. But, yeah, it's interesting that they're trying to, like, frame it as this sort of goofy cult classic game. But it does look really up my alley, and I think I'll like it. Get the money, bro, if you actually enjoy the game, you want to review it, don't stress them. Yeah, I see the argument, but I just don't... I don't know. I don't ever want to think about it when I'm, like, making a video, like... It's... When accepting money to talk about a video game, it's impossible to put your biases aside, you know? So I try not to. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Are you telling me Jacob Geller sold out? I doubt it. He seems like a very genuine fella. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed Jackie Chan's Stuntmaster and enjoyed watching me be terrible at the platforming and then realize that analog controls weren't on. Thanks for keeping me company at 3:30 AM. Go to bed. Yeah, this stream's a little late in most of the world. But, yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'll be here in a week's time, so it'll be Friday morning again for me, and Thursday night, I suppose, for you guys. Thanks for the vids and response. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too. Thank you for joining me. Good to see you, Diego and Radiant Viper and everyone else. Take care of yourselves. And, yeah.